What's going on, family? We are going to be checking out another video from TX2 today, and today we're going to be checking out the video that he did and teamed up with Ice Nine Kills. I'm a big fan of Ice Nine Kills, and my introduction to them was actually at a Falling in Reverse show when they opened for Falling in Reverse. It was actually the first concert that me and my now wife went to together. I don't think that she got sucked into Ice Nine Kills the same way that I did at that show, but I have been an avid supporter ever since. Somebody did tell me that TX2 is actually on tour with Ice Nine Kills right now, so it totally makes sense why they did a song together. They probably wrote it a little while back, and then they decided to release it as part of the promotion of the tour. That's really cool that they get the chance to be able to perform songs together. I always love that concept, and their music is not that far-fetched in order to be able to work together, so the feature makes sense to me. So far, I've really been enjoying everything that I have heard from TX2, and so far the running list is Swing at Me and Hatchet are the two songs that I have heard from them. I do have a question. Is it a band or is it just an artist? And what is like the TX2? Like, is there like a meaning behind the name? Like, I'm really dying to know like what the story is behind that, so that way I'm better educated on that. I never really want to assume anything, but I haven't really seen anything out there yet that really explained that. So I'm just curious as to what it means and if there's a story or if that's actually even that information is even out there right now. Let's go ahead and check out Mad.
Switchblade that's holstered at my side, ready to cut a pitch for me, and so easy to hide. All of the pigs are hungry, waiting outside. They will take us alive. Who wanna know that we're both carrying Colt 45s? At this Motel 6, we can run from our lives. We made a promise and we forget about the past, but now it's time for our
All right, before we get into Spencer's part, let's go ahead and let's gather my thoughts here for just 1 second. The first thing that I noticed was like the face paint. Is it like a new thing that he's doing? I don't want to say that I hate it because I don't hate it, but like the first thing that I think of when I see it is it kind of just gives me Kiss vibes, and I don't like I would hate the idea of like when I first see something to see you to remind me of somebody else. Does that kind of make sense? Like, it's not that I don't like it, but I don't like the fact that it reminds me of something else like immediately. But so I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know if this is something that he is experimenting with, maybe like doing it live shows. I have no idea. Like I said, it's not anything that I hate. Like I don't hate it. So now that I cleared my brain of that point, let's talk about the actual song here. Honestly, I was very impressed. I really didn't know what to think going into this because the songs that I've heard from him didn't have this kind of writing style. But because like one of the things that I feel like that Spencer and Ice Nine Kills does really well when it works for like what they do with the way that they create their music is they're really good storytellers. The way that they tell stories. They tell a story almost kind of like it's a scene in a movie where they're kind of walking you step by step of this thing happened and that thing happened, and it just works really well. So for Ice Nine Kills, they're drawing inspiration from something to create that kind of thing. So I have to tip my hat to TX2 for coming in with that same kind of energy and writing style and writing the same way that like Spencer does. So you're matching with the feature that's on your record and you're the smaller artist. So like you're meeting them at their level versus them coming down to yours. You're matching their level, which is, like I said, that is something to be commended. I'm going to say again that there was just something that I just saw in this artist, this band, whatever TX2 is. I believe you guys told me his name was Evan. And what I'm seeing from Evan is this kid is artistic as hell. And he has like this drive and this hunger inside of him to create, and that you just not a lot of artists have. And I think that's why he receives a lot of the negative pushback, is because people are scared of things that they can know that they can never be in a lot of ways, that when they see people doing the things that they know they can never do, whether it works or not, people feel the need to like tear it down for some reason just because you might be doing something that they could never do. This guy's impressive as hell. Impressing me more with everything that I'm seeing from him. And honestly, I'm going to go back to what I said in the last video. Like, you just got to like block out the haters, man. Like, the haters are always going to hate, and you cannot let it affect you, even though like I know it's hard. I know it's hard, man. I know it. I know it is. I really am that blown away by the fact that like I feel like he did such a great verse on this song, when I feel like so many other people have tried and failed so miserably to match and have those features with Ice Nine Kills. That's why I typically stay away from the Ice Nine Kills feature, because most of the time the band that asked you to be on the feature can't keep up with what you're doing, and it just doesn't work well. But I'm liking this a lot, so let's go ahead and listen to Spencer's verse now.
We will never be the heroes in this story. Push us to our limits, and now you're gonna get it. So let's go out with a bang, pull these motherfuckers high. We're hungry for your bullets, won't you share some supply? We don't worry about the pain, adrenaline will get us by. So fill us with lead, boys, we're ready to die. Mutually assured destruction. You and me, we're both corrupted. If you want to leave me, I'd be nothing. Arm in arm, we're both gonna die. Delicious mad. As we stretch across the pavement, right before eyes close to black, I think of all the times you saved me, and even dead you still had my back. But the wolves are bound to get us, and the vultures will be here soon. This is the best way for us to give up, as long as my grave is next to you. Julie,
Oh my God, that was like not anything of like what I expected, but I love that it was not what I expected. Like I feel like I had like an expectation going into of what I thought it was gonna sound like, but it didn't sound anything like that. And I liked it a lot. I feel like the feature was exactly what it should be for this song. Like, it's not like too much of like an Ice Nine Kills song. It really just kind of adds that little touch and flair to it, like with the la 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 la's that sound really like of that kind of like the circus kind of feel to it, like that madhouse with, you know, the overall song title. The chorus was really catchy. The screams were really good throughout the entire song. The way that he switches it up and comes back after the Ice Nine Kills feature, I gotta say I like that, because a lot of people just like, let's just go ahead and finish the song out. Even if the song is on the shorter side, like when I listen to Hatchet, it's still a complete thought. Like, it doesn't really make you feel like you need more. It makes you want to listen again. The song doesn't need to be longer. I just need to put it on repeat. I've heard so many people get so upset about how like, oh, nobody writes long songs anymore. Everybody's only writing 2-3 minute songs. Well, if that's all that it really needs, then I'm fine with it. I just hate when a song sounds like it needs more. This song had a complete thought. Like I said, most people would like just leave it alone after that second verse. We're like, all right, there's a feature part, and we're just gonna close out the song. But he didn't do that. He gave you like a whole new little breakdown in that part where he was like singing different from the rest of the song. It was probably my favorite part of the entire song, and it was just so good. Like I said, I'm liking everything that I'm hearing from TX2. And the only thing that I can imagine when it comes to haters that are out there are just people mad that you're brave enough to do something that they can't do. And good for him, because he's going to have more success than all those people out there that telling him that he sucks. I appreciate you guys for hitting like on the video. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family already, there is always room for you. Until next time, thanks for watching.